The train doors wouldn't open. There were no lights outside the windows, no signs, no other passengers. And yet I could still hear someone breathing in the car with me. I take the late train home almost every night. It's quiet, almost peaceful. I work second shift at a data center. Not glamorous, but it pays the rent. Most nights, I'm the last one on the train by the time it reaches my stop. But last night, it didn't stop. The ride started normal. 3 p.m. I boarded the last car, like always. Sat by the window, earbuds in, tired, zoning out. I don't even remember passing the usual stations. It wasn't until I looked up and saw that we'd skipped mine that I got uneasy. I pressed the stop request button. Nothing. No announcement. No lights. Just darkness outside, sliding by like we were moving through a tunnel that never ended. I pulled out my earbuds. The train was silent, too silent. No engine hum, no click of the tracks. Just that pressure in my ears, like I was deep underwater. I stood up, looked around. The car was empty. Or, I thought, it was. Then I heard it. A breath, not mine. A shallow inhale, then an exhale. Close, too close. I spun around, heart hammering. Nobody. But the air behind me felt warm, thick, like someone had just been standing there. I started walking through the train, car by car. The doors between them opened with that usual hiss, but everything felt slower. Each car was lit differently, some too dim, some flickering. One was filled with a horrible smell, like rotting meat and wet carpet. I gagged and moved on. Eventually, I reached what I thought was the front, but the conductor's booth was empty. The seat was still spinning slightly, like someone had just left. There were no controls, no brake, just a black console and a single blinking red light. That's when the intercom crackled. "Please remain seated. Your stop is coming soon." But the voice wasn't human. It was too slow, like someone learning to speak by mimicking tapes. Each syllable stretched and strained. And it didn't come from the intercom. It came from the vent above me. I turned and ran back. I don't know why, I just needed to move, needed to feel like I still existed. When I got back to my car, there was someone sitting in my seat. They were facing away, slumped slightly, wearing my jacket, my backpack at their feet. I stopped cold. My mouth went dry. My hands shook. I took a step forward. The figure twitched, not a full movement, just a slow tilt of the head, as if they were listening. Then they stood up. Same height, same hair, same build. They turned around. It was me. I screamed, ran, through the cars, past the flickering lights, past that awful smell. I didn't look back. I couldn't. But as I passed through the next set of doors, the lights went out behind me, one by one, and the footsteps followed. Slow, deliberate, perfectly in sync with mine. No matter how fast I moved, they matched. Eventually, I slammed through the final car, and there were no more doors, just a dead end. A wall with a tiny, dirty window. I looked out. Nothing. No tunnel, no city, no sky, just void. A black so deep, it felt like it was pressing against the glass. I turned around. The other me stood at the far end of the car, still, waiting. I tried to speak, to ask anything. "What do you want? Who are you?" But my voice didn't come out. My throat burned. My lips moved, but no sound came. And then, they started walking toward me. I pressed against the wall. I could hear my own heartbeat, thudding like a drum. The other me stopped just a few feet away. Then they leaned in and whispered. I got off. "You didn't." The lights went out. When they came back on, I was alone again. My seat was empty, my backpack gone, and the train had stopped. The doors opened, but it wasn't my station. There was no sign, no platform, just fog, rolling in thick waves across cracked concrete. I stepped out. I don't know why. Maybe I thought I could find someone. Maybe I thought this was over. I walked and walked. There were no buildings, no lights, no stars above, just a low hum in the air, like a generator far away. Eventually, I found a staircase, leading down, It was wet, cold. Each step echoed like it dropped into a bottomless pit. At the bottom was a hallway, fluorescent lights flickering overhead, pale green walls, peeling. I could smell mildew, old metal, and something else, something sweet like syrup, rotting. There were doors, identical, lining each side. No numbers, just plain white. I opened the first. Inside, a replica of my bedroom. But not right. The walls were too close. The window showed a sky that didn't move, and something breathed beneath the bed. I closed it. The next door, my office. Same layout, but no people. Just desks. Phones ringing with no one to answer them. The third door, I didn't open. It was already opening on its own. From the darkness inside, a hand reached out. It was mine. I ran. Back up the stairs, through the fog. The train was gone. I was alone. I screamed. I shouted. Nothing answered except for the quiet echo of my own voice. But it was off. Just slightly delayed. Like someone repeating me. Badly. Then I saw something in the fog. A shape. Tall, thin, wearing my face. It didn't move. It just watched. I took a step back and it took one forward. Mirroring. I turned and ran into the dark. I don't remember how far or how long. My legs felt numb. My lungs burned. Then, suddenly light. A station. Old, broken, but familiar. I saw a bench. I saw tracks. I saw a train coming. I ran to it, waving my arms, screaming. The doors hissed open. I jumped inside. It was the same train, but this time, it was full. People sat quietly. Blank faces, unmoving. No one looked at me. I walked down the aisle, calling out, asking where we were. No one responded. Not even a blink. Then I saw one of their faces up close. It was mine. All of them were me, hundreds. Different clothes, different hair, but all of them me. I backed away, pressed the stop request button again and again. Nothing. I turned to run, but the doors were gone. Just walls. The windows? Bricked up, like they'd never been windows at all. I turned around. The seats were empty. The lights dimmed. Only one reflection in the glass now. And it wasn't mine.